When I suggested sleeping in my fiancé's room, he was utterly shocked. After all, I had never once initiated closeness with him before. I either scolded or ignored him whenever we met. What he didn't know was that I had actually been reborn in my past life. I constantly snuck out to meet the man I loved, even stealing all my fiancé's possessions to give to him, yet my fiancé never once blamed me. Instead, he locked me away in his villa and cared for me meticulously. When the man I loved betrayed me, he sacrificed his life to save me. That's why in this life, I've decided to stay by my fiancé's side and accept his love. When Lucian asked the maid to escort me back to my room, I tugged at his shirt and whispered, "Can't I just stay in your room?" His head snapped toward me, eyes wide with disbelief. Maya and Ace mirrored him, frozen like I'd grown a second head. Lucian studied me like I was plotting something. Honestly, I couldn't blame him. I'd been terrible to him before. My feet hurt, I mumbled. Lucian glanced down at my red feet, then without hesitation, scooped me into his arms. "Bring the first aid kit to my room," he told Maya. I smirked in satisfaction. "You can call it a night, Ace," Lucian added. "But boss," Ace started, until Lucian's glare shut him up. Carried bridal style, I clung to Lucian's neck, secretly enjoying how easy it felt to rest against him. At the grand double doors to his room, he paused, waiting for me to resist. Instead, I snuggled closer. Inside, he carried me straight to the bathroom. "Do you need help bathing?" he asked. My heart jumped. "Yes," I blurted. "I'll have Maya send someone." He was gone before I could process. I sighed. Great. Not the help I had in mind. After showering, a servant waited with sleepwear. I thanked her, but only grabbed underwear. "I'll borrow something from Lucian's closet." Inside, it was a sea of black. I muttered, "Does this guy own anything else?" Before pulling on one of his shirts. Back in the room, Mia, the servant, tried fussing about my wet hair. I waved her off until she reluctantly left. Of course, Lucian walked in next with a first aid kit. "You clearly cannot dry your hair yourself," he said flatly, eyeing my damp hair. Then his gaze shifted. "What are you wearing?" "Your shirt," I replied. He frowned, genuinely curious. "Why?" "Because it looks good on me." "It sure does," he muttered under his breath before plugging in the dryer. I sat obediently while he dried my hair, his fingers combing through gently. My chest tightened at how tender he could be. He treated my sore wrist with balm, then tucked me into bed. "Sleep here with me," I whispered, half asleep. He hesitated for a moment, and finally lay down at a safe distance away. Naturally, I scooted closer. Just before I drifted off, I thought I heard him whisper, "I love you, doll." The next morning, Lucian was still asleep beside me. Perfect chance to sneak out. I tiptoed out, silently praising the mansion's well-oiled doors, until a voice stopped me cold. "Where do you think you're going?" "Ace, of course." "Relax," I said sheepishly, just heading to the kitchen. "Where's boss?" His suspicious eyes flicked toward the door. "Shoo, he's asleep." That shocked him. "Boss? Asleep?" "Yeah. Do you want me to spell it out?" He tried to push past me. I yanked his suit. "What are you doing?" "Making..."
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.